of Winnebago Lutheran Academy. On deck first, we have a third place game between the Knights from St. Stephen Horicon and the Patriots from St. Paul's Mount Calvary. We're going to announce all players on both teams. We'll start with the visitors on the scoreboard today, the Knights. We'll begin with a 5'1" sixth grader, number 34, Faith Sales. Next up, a 4'11" fifth grader, number 1, Emily Montuski. Next up, a 5'1" fifth grader, number 2, Molly Slade. Now the starters for the night, 5'1" seventh grader, number 21, Aspen Heller. A 4'11" seventh grader, number 24, Madison Justin. A 5'5" eighth grader, number 25, Callie Slade. A 5'5" sixth grader, number 50, Sarah Hudson. And a 5'4" seventh grader, number 52, Cassidy Whitnable. Now for the home Patriots, we'll begin with a 5'8" eighth grader, number 20, Janelle Krieger. A 4'9" sixth grader, number 41, Dana Brown. A 4'10" sixth grader, number 42, Ireland Tannen. A 5'0" sixth grader, number 44, Brooklyn Wolf. A 5'1" fifth grader, number 21, Theo McCauley. Now the starters for the Patriots. A 5'8" eighth grader, number 20. Sorry, I already announced it now. I had an error in the book. We'll continue with the starters. A 5'10" eighth grader, number 22, Heather Wentz. A 5'3" seventh grader, number 23, Haley Wolf. And a 5'11" sixth grader, number 30, Julia Yankee. Is that everybody? Did I miss someone? All right, we're good. Good luck to both teams in this third place matchup.
Campus of Winnebago. Glad to have you along here on the campus of Winnebago Lutheran Academy, and got things rolling now, making sure all the audio is set up correctly. We have a third place game, a couple of third place games back to back here, and we'll start with the girls. St. Stephen Horicon, St. Paul's Mount Calvary, and then on the boys side, St. John Lomira and Faith Fond du Lac get after it for a chance to lift that third place trophy. Starters for these, you heard Caleb Book just announced them. We'll relay them to you as they become available as well for us. Theo McCauley there, one of the sixth graders for the Patriots, missed that opportunity. And coming back the other way are the Knights, and that's number 21, Aslan Heller, who has the first 2 points of this game. Here's a three-pointer opportunity, and this one's knocked down by Heather Wentz. So a good start for both of these teams offensively. See if they can settle in on the defensive side now. As Mount Calvary, their path to get here, they won their first game against St. Matthew's Iron Ridge and then lost to the top-seeded Faith Fond du Lac Panthers, who we'll see a little bit later on against Lomira. And that's who St. Stephen's lost to. Here's a three. It's blocked, and I think we're going to get a three-shot foul here as Heather bumped into the St. Stephen's Horicon guard, Callie Slade. So Slade will head to the free throw line. But it was Lomira that Horicon lost to after they beat St. Peter's Fond du Lac to start their tournament. First one for Slade is just a little bit off to the left. Second one, nothing but net. And the last one's just a little bit off to the right. I think they got a lane violation there as well. So we're tied up at 3. We will have both of these third place games on this stream, and then we'll put this one away, get a new stream put together for the championship games, which will be coming up, as I said here. So it's Mount Calvary Horicon for the girls, Lomira Faith for the boys. That's the third place games. Championship games, Faith girls and Lomira girls against Faith against Lomira for the girls. Apologies. And for the boys, should be just a terrific game. A game that has been played already this season. Missed shot by Horicon and a nice rebound this time by Julia Yankee. Yankee, another one of these 6th graders for the Patriots. And I misspoke before. Seal McCauley, just a 5th grader for them. So getting some good, valuable minutes here on A team early on. And she's got it now in the corner. Dumps down into Yankee. Yankee spins around, has an opportunity, and she hits it. The Yankees got 2 points, and the lead back 5-3 for the Patriots. But getting back to the boys Patriots team, who will be playing in the championship game against Oakfield, you got to go back to the first game of the season, at least for Oakfield. They played in Oakfield, and it was a 37-36 win. Here's a nice steal in the backcourt. That's number 24, Madison Justman. She crosses over, down the lane she goes, and scores. Tie things back up here. Back and forth we go. So I'm looking forward to both championship games. Looking forward to this game too. On my way in, I was telling a couple of people that if we get the same kind of championship and third place games, here's another steal for Horicon, and it's poked back by Krieger. Nice hustle there by her, and into the front court come the Patriots. Underneath and getting trapped was 23 Haley Wolf. She kicks it out here to Wendt, who hit the 3 before. McCauley will try a 3. This one is just a little bit strong, and a good rebound on the far side by Sarah Hodgson. But if we got the same types of games as the Patriots get a steal and then a quick foul, as we did for the B team tournament last week, I think we're going to have a lot of fun today. So let's hope that that is the case. I think we're going to get a timeout here for St. Stephen's. They will take their first time out of the ball game. We'll come back after this, tied up at 5. Coming out of this timeout, and we're going to see both Mount Calvary teams today, both Lomira teams today. So that should be fun. Both Faith teams today. In fact, Lomira and Faith play on both sides. Both the boys and the girls play. One for third place and one for a championship. Here is a nice drive from Wendt, and she's fouled. So she'll go back to the free throw line, try to build on her 3-point outing thus far. She hit a corner 3 to get the scoring going for the Patriots. And the first free throw is good. Second one for Wendt is just a touch short on that left-handed jump shot. I suppose she didn't jump, so that doesn't qualify as a jump shot, does it? As Horicon breaks the press. Here's Hodgson looking for cutting teammates, poked away by McCauley. Steal completed by Yankee, back up to McCauley. McCauley down this left side of the court. Now she crosses over, goes up the right side with the right hand and scores. Seal McCauley with her first 2 points of the game for her. And it's a 3-point lead. Now another tipped pass, but this time it is collected by Horicon, blocked by Yankee underneath. That was number 25, Callie Slade, who went underneath and had it blocked. Nice defensive play. St. Matthew's Iron Ridge was the consolation champion, or 5th place finisher, for both sides, both the boys and the girls. And now we'll start our opportunities to crown 3rd place winners as this one's turned over in the backcourt. Here's a drive for the Patriots, ends up with McCauley. McCauley with the jump shot, misses. Offensive rebound, kicked out. Another jump shot, and this one misses as well. That was Wolf that was a little strong on that. And the Patriots going to continue with the backcourt pressure, and they're going to get a reach here from Wolf. Eight to 5 here early on, and a nice bounce pass into the high post. And a nice give and go as well for Hodgson. She's blocked by Yankee, and it's going to be tied up underneath. Good hustle by both teams, and it'll stay with Horicon. That was Whitnable who had the give and go that she was working with Sarah Hodgson, and Hodgson had it just partially blocked. It almost still got up to the rim from Yankee. Underneath inbounds into Hodgson. She collects, can't quite get it to go, and a nice rebound once again from Julia Yankee. Into the front court, this is Wolf. Wolf off of a screen. Now popping is McCauley, kicks it back out. Wolf's going to think about the three now. Top of the key to McCauley. McCauley bounces back down to Wolf. Wolf's going to take one drive, dribble on the drive, get it inside to Wendt. Wendt goes up with it and finishes. Heather Wendt has 6 points already for the St. Paul's Mount Calvary Patriots, and they lead it 10-5. Here's a Hodgson three. This one's a little bit short. Rebound fought for and saved. Nice hustle there by Wendt. It's going to go off of a foot of the Knights. And that was Justman, who did a nice job cutting off the drive from Wendt. Sub in for the Knights, that is Faith Sales, a 6th grader. Saw several of these players playing last week in the B team tournament, the 6th graders, and they were in that 3rd and 4th place game in that one as well. Here down the lane up with the right hand and scoring is Madison Justman. That's her 2nd bucket of the game. She's got 4, and the lead is back down to 3. But we saw Sales and Hodgson and a couple of other bench players this afternoon for the Knights as they continue to have a nice program over there in Horicon. Here's an offensive rebound to Wolf, kicks it out. McCauley with a jump shot. This one is strong and it goes off of Yankee last, so it'll go back to the Knights. Full court press is still on for the Patriots as Wendt stays in the backcourt. This time the pass is thrown to Justman, though. She rifles it across the court here, and a jump shot misses a little bit short. That was a 5th grader. That's Emily Bunkuski. She had a great game last weekend in the B team 3rd and 4th place game, as McCauley has it here in the corner. McCauley bounces down to Yankee. Yankee turns, shoots it. Might have been partially blocked. Good defense there underneath by, I believe that was Whitnable. And we got an offensive foul as 25 Slade was trying to cross half court, but Wolf beat her to the spot and took the charge. So it's a 3-point lead for the Patriots. As Wolf, top of the key, looks inside to Yankee quickly, kicks it out here to this near side. That's 44 Brooklyn Wolf in for the first time in this game, pardon me. And Seal McCauley's going to hit that jump shot. She's got 4. Wendt is the leading scorer among any players. And now into the passing lane is Haley Wolf. Wolf down the lane, and she finishes her first 2 points of the game. And 4 of the 5 starters have now scored for the Patriots as they continue to employ this one, well, it seems like a zone press, I would say, for them. And Haley Wolf gets back-to-back steals. She's down the right side of the court, floats it up there. Offensive rebound to McCauley. She gets it to go. Seal McCauley's got 6. And that's going to force a Horicon timeout. That's a great little stretch. Nice run made by the Patriots, and they've earned themselves a 9-point lead. Back with more right after this. So coming out of this timeout, it's a 9-point lead for the Patriots as they were able to get something going there. They scored 6 straight points to build that 9-point lead. And a nice response out of the timeout. That's just what St. Stephen was waiting for. It's a great way to come out of the timeout with the 7th grader Cassidy Whitnable in the lane, able to float that one in. And now they're going to get a steal as well as Hodgson runs this down in the corner. She's guarded by Haley Wolf. There's 2 Wolves on the floor, Haley and Brooklyn at this point. And there's that Patriots defense that was successful during that 6-0 run. Haley Wolf, McCauley. Looks inside to Went, now going to reverse course of dribble, and then finds it into Went. Went, nice ball fake, not able to get it to go on the runner. And Hodgson grabs the rebound, and she's going to play point guard too, get it up the floor, and gets it over here to Justman. Madison Justman has 4 points. She leads all scorers for the Knights. And this time Whitnable has it poked away by Seal McCauley. McCauley hustles into the front court. Down the right side of the paint. Able to get it back out to Brooklyn Wolf before she traveled. Ends up with Went inside. She knifes down the lane, gets her own offensive rebound, taps it out to Haley Wolf. She shoots the jump shot and it banks in. Haley Wolf's got 4. And the Patriots have 18. Turning defense into offense, and this time Brooklyn Wolf bumped a Knight on the way through. That was Azalyn Heller. And inbound opportunity, they get it into Hodgson. She kicks it out. Here's a 3-pointer that's on the way. Touch strong, and a nice rebound on the weak side by Yankee. Yankee gives it to McCauley, and she's got her head up as she dribbles into the front court, finding Haley Wolf. Down here, this is Dana Bry into Yankee. Swung around, ends up with McCauley. She's going to shoot the jumper. It looked like it was going to bank in. It didn't, and it's tied up underneath. Good job by both of these teams, most specifically 41 Dana Bry, the 6th grader. 4'9", she's the shortest player on the court right now. She got that offensive rebound opportunity. Nice inbounds play by the Patriots, and Wolf couldn't quite get it to go. Touched every part of the rim, but didn't want to go down. And into the front court come the Knights. Blocked by Yankee. Nice defense there. And coming the other way is Wolf, and I think Wolf might have traveled there. Yeah, just struck the pivot foot before she was able to get the pass off. The defense from the Patriots so far has been really, really good. And the Knights are, they're more than competent offensively. As you see, they've still been able to score. And scoring once again is Azalyn Heller. She's got 4 points. And they're just doing enough to stay within striking distance here in this first half. About 4 minutes or so to play. And they hand off here to Bry. Bry is pestered in the corner. It's kicked and will be an inbound from the corner for the Patriots. It'll be Haley Wolf to check it in. She'll bounce it into Yankee. Gets poked away, though. Nice job by Callie Slade. Slade's into the front court. Crosses the court with the pass to Justman. Justman bounces, and that one's missed. Offensive rebound, though, grabbed by the Knights. Whitnable can't quite get it to go. Another offensive rebound as she gets her own miss and ends up with Justman top of the key. She's going to fire away a 3. This one a little bit off to the right. Offensive rebound again. Poked around. I think it'll go back to the Patriots. Yes. So a nice offensive possession with a couple of offensive rebounds, but not able to finish it with points. Poking it away this time is Heller. She goes down the left side, and I think she was fouled on the floor. Yep. Going to get McCauley with a bump. So another offensive opportunity here for St. Stephen's Horicon. And the pass in here to Hodgson. She has it top of the key. Three-pointer on the left wing is just a little bit short. That was Slade. Slade has 1 point. Scored it at the free throw line after she was fouled on a three early in the game. 18-11. Here is Wendt. She's going to try the free throw line jumper. She hit it. Heather Wendt has 8 for the Patriots, and she's going to stay at the focal point of this press between Wendt and Wolf, doing a really nice job against the with the press against the Knights. Here's Hodgson. Kicks it out. This is Faith Sales, who gets it back here to Justman. Justman dribbles around at the top of the key, bounces into Hodgson. Hodgson turns back out to Justman. Good defense here from the Patriots, and their fans appreciate it, so they're going to start clapping. Here's Justman on the drive. It goes off her own foot. Nice defense once again. I think that was McCauley who maybe got her hand in there and tipped it off of the foot of Justman. So 9-point lead. This ties the largest lead of the game so far for Mount Calvary. And they'll have a chance to, for the first time, take the lead into double figures. Here's McCauley dribbling on that right side, bounces over to Wolf. Wolf with the shot fake, drives, kicks, Wendt. Able to get the shot up, can't get it. Offensive board, and not able to get the second one either. Good rebound this time. This is Slade. Slade doing a better job of keeping it away from that corner where on the sideline right at the half-court stripe, Mount Calvary likes to try to trap you. And stealing it was Dana Bry, but not able to stay in. So back to Horicon it goes. Here is Whitnable down the right side. Can't get it to go. Offensive rebound. Shuffled back out to Whitnable. That one just a little bit strong off of the backboard. And the rebound was down to Wendt, who gave it to Wolf, who bounces to McCauley, who gets around the corner. Shoots the baseline jumper. Hits it. Seal McCauley's got 8. And this is the largest lead of the ball game. Finally into double figures for the Patriots. Down the lane goes Heller, and she's fouled on the floor. Heller's done a nice job creating some problems for Mount Calvary off of the bounce. Driving a couple of times and getting fouled, and scoring a couple of times as well. She's got 4. Underneath inbounds here for Slade, and she finds Justman. This is a long 2, and a nice rebound from Yankee. Under a minute now to play in this first half, and it ends up with Haley Wolf. Wolf down the right side of the paint, kicks it out to Wendt. Wendt in the middle of the lane, and I think they got it on the shot. Yep, 2 shots here for Wendt. Yeah, first one is good. She was 1 for 2 before that, so 2 for 3 now. And the second one is good as well. 3 for 4 from the free throw line for Heather Wendt. And the lead is up to 13. Doesn't seem like it. Should be that kind of lead, but they've done a terrific job defensively, have the Patriots, and they've turned it into offense on the other side as well. Here's Hodgson. That banked shot almost goes in. Offensive rebound once again to Heller, and Heller is now the leading scorer for the Knights. She's got 6. 20 seconds and counting here in this first half as Wolf crosses the timeline. On the left side, down to Bry. Bry bounces to Yankee. Stolen, poked away by Justman. Justman looks across the court. Here's Heller again. Going to try to go down the lane on the left side this time. This one's a little bit strong. And a nice rebound from Yankee. Yankee to McCauley. She's going to fire up a one-handed shot, pardon me. And it won't fall, but a very good first half indeed it was for the Mount Calvary Patriots, and their fans will stand up and let them know how appreciative they are of their efforts as they have an 11-point lead heading into the halftime intermission. get the music muted so that we don't get taken down from YouTube, and let's give you a few first half statistics here. As I said, Aslan Heller, the 7th grader for Horicon, has 6 points. That's the most among any night so far. Madison Justman has 4, 1 for Callie Slade, 2 for Cassidy Whitnable. For the Patriots, Julia Yankee has 2, Haley Wolf has 4, Heather Wendt has scored 10 in that first half, and then Seal McCauley with 8. And if I do some quick math here, yeah, that checks out. 24 points for the Patriots and 13 for the Knights. It's an 11-point lead for Mount Calvary. We'll be back in about 5 minutes with the second half of this third place girls A-team wall action. And you're watching on WLA TV. Stay with us. So we're back here for second half action here in this third place girls A-Team 2021 Wall Tournament action. Again, coming up after this, we'll have the third place boys game. St. John's Lomira and Faith Fond du Lac will battle it out for the third place finish on the boys' side. And the championship games, Lomira Faith. So 2 Lomira Faith games in a row. We'll have the boys, then the girls. The girls will play for the championship. Nice take here from Wolf. She missed it. Tried to get her own offensive rebound, but I think they got went on a push. Yep. And then the game I think a lot of people are looking forward to, a game that was a 1-point game earlier in the season. In fact, way back in November you have to go to find when Oakfield and Mount Calvary boys played. And they played to a 37-36 finish, Mount Calvary with the win. There's a miss underneath. I believe that was Whitnable trying the shot and was a little bit short on that one. Rebound down. Macaulay has it to Wolf. Back to Macaulay. Long two. This one is strong. If that would have been a three-pointer, I think it would have been perfect distance. As Heller down the court like a flash, not able to finish, but the offensive rebound to Justman. She bounces out to Hodgson and resets for the Knights. Here's a three-pointer, and it's a touch strong that time from Slade. It was a good-looking shot, but a little bit too long. Here is Wendt underneath. She's the leading scorer for anyone today. She's got 12 now, had 10 in the first half. 26-13. And you get to press up until 15, so should Mount Calvary score another one as Whitnable is fouled, and we'll head to the free throw line. So if they score one more unanswered bucket, that will end that. Whitnable, first one is good. And the second one was a little bit of an awkward bounce off of the rim, but still taken in by Heather Wendt. Here's Wolf, bounces down to Wendt. Wendt got good position, now gonna give it to Macaulay. Macaulay with the shot fake. Good patience from the fifth grader, able to get it back out to Wolf. Wolf goes around the corner, up with the right hand, floats that one in. That's a nice one-handed jump shot from Haley Wolf. Almost like a hook shot. And don't know, doesn't matter what you call it as long as it goes through the hoop, right? And that time it did for Wolf. She had 4 at halftime, so she's up to 6 points overall. 28-14. And Justman was judged to have dragged her pivot foot. Here's Wolf down to Macaulay. She's on that left side. Crosses over. Nice crossover there from Macaulay. A little bit short, and a long rebound out to Heller. Heller down the right side of the paint, going to go up against Wendt, and Wendt, no, sorry, that's not Wendt. That is Danelle Krieger, who is whistled for the foul. And an opportunity at the line now for Heller. And the first one is good. Hit off the back iron and spun home. Second one was a little strong, but it's batted out. Nope, they'll say off Hodgson. So back to the Patriots it goes. They have a 13-point lead. And the basketball with about 11 or so minutes left to play. Macaulay has it on this right side, gets it down to Wendt. Wendt thinks about it, now cuts through the lane, up with the right hand and finishes. The left hand, actually, for Wendt, who has 14 of the 30 for the Patriots. And now Patriots going to have to back off of that pressure just a little bit, and they'll drop back into a 2-3 zone. And that shot was missed, and a nice job by Krieger on the rebound, who gives it to Wolf, and Haley Wolf trots into the front court down to Wendt. Wendt turns, nice shot fake, but it's blocked. Good recovery defense there from Sarah Hodgson, who got the block. And into the front court comes Slade. Slade back to Hodgson. This is Molly Slade now, a 5th grader, poked away by McCauley. And C.O. McCauley on the left side. Nice pass across the court, but it's going to be tipped out by the Knights on its way to Haley Wolf. Couple of subs for both of these teams. Brooklyn Wolf back in for the Patriots. They lob it into Wendt. Wendt hands it off. And that shot from the other Wolf, Haley Wolf, was a little bit strong. And a nice job to take it right out of McCauley's hands for Justman. Justman crosses over. Can't get it to go. And a good rebound by Wendt. And going to get a foul on the Knights as they were trying to battle for that rebound as well. Here's Wolf. Bounces to Wendt, turns. Yankee, free throw line jumper, banks it in. Julia Yankee's got 4. And yeah, they just, not a timeout. They can't press. That, just reminding Mount Calvary that they have to pull off the press because they're up 17 points. Here is Faith Sales. Oh, check that, sorry. Saw the 4 and thought it was 34. It's 24, Justman. Sales is in there now for the Knights, though. Here's Whitnable. And she's fouled by Yankee. And to the free throw line she goes for another pair of free throws. She's 1 of 2. First one rattles off. And they whistled Whitnable in a little early. The rules on that now have changed a little bit from certainly back when I played, which wasn't too long ago, but long enough ago to change the rules. You can leave right after the shot unless you're the shooter. Then you have to wait for it to hit the rim. So that rule's still in play. But the rest of them can now leave right after the shot leaves the hand of the shooter, which is a little bit of a change. Nice defense here from Horicon, not able to quite save it. But a nice defensive possession so far for the Knights. Horicon took 4th place in the B-Team tournament last weekend. If this result currently holds, they'll take 4th place in this tournament as well. Here's McCauley, bounces it back out, and it's reset top of the key with Wolf. Wolf looks over here to Wendt, who rolls, shoots it, and this one's a little bit off to the right. Good rebound, and again, they got to get back right after the rebound. I think you get about a second to maybe try to battle for that rebound, but then you got to get back. And I think we all understand why that rule is in place, as Hodgson gets free underneath, and that's her first 2 points of the game. She was another one that was impressive in that 3rd place game last week in the B-Team tournament. 6th grader for the Knights. Here's Wendt. And Heather Wendt has 16. She's got good position, spun, and finished. I think that was last, nope, off of Justman is who that hit last, so stays with the Patriots. And here is Brooklyn Wolf. Down to Dana Bry. And Bry with the skip pass over here to Haley Wolf. Ends up with McCauley. She shoots the jump shot. Offensive rebound. McCauley's going to try another long jumper. This rebound, though, is down to Heller. And Heller all the way down the court on the right side. Tries the cross-court path. Finds Whitnable. And Justman, that one's a little bit strong. Offensive rebound fought for and earned for the Knights. I think that was Heller once again underneath. She has 7 points. She's been all over the place as well. Great hustle player for the Knights. Here's Whitnable getting free, and she finishes. Cassidy Whitnable up to 5 points. And the lead's back to 15. And that goes off Macaulay's hands. Back once again to the Knights, and once again it was Heller who was doing the job defensively. Couple of subs checking back in. Krieger and Yankee will come in for Bry and Wolf. Here's Justman, near side Heller. Back out top of the key, Justman. And ends up in the corner here with Whitnable. Poked away by Wolf. Be a side inbounds opportunity here for St. Stephen's. Lobbed in and tipped away, but it's into the backcourt, so Justman's allowed to touch that. And Whitnable regains control, tries to bank it in from a weird angle there. Not able to quite get it around the side of the backboard. And Wendt knocks it out of play. Just saw Faith's Principal Herkstroder stroll in, and his team will take the floor next against the St. John's Lomira Chargers. Here is Wolf in the backcourt, and they're going to get a foul, I believe, on Justman. So bring it back over to the Patriots. Macaulay looks for someone to check the ball into, and Wendt's going to come to her defense. Collects the pass and tries to get it back. There's Macaulay. Macaulay to Wolf. Wolf gets all the way to the hoop, and she was blocked. And they're going to say actually a foul bumped on the floor. So it'll be an underneath inbounds pass. Krieger will try to get it into Yankee. She's able to do so. Gets it back to Macaulay. This is kind of the spot she likes to shoot from, and Seal Macaulay is into double figures. She's got 10. That mid-range 12 to 15-foot jump shot is Seal Macaulay's calling card, we'll call it. Been very good from there today. Also able to hit a couple of those shots last week in the B-team tournament as well. A fifth grader for the Knights. Oh, there's a 3-ball for the Knights as Callie Slade hit it. We're going to get a full timeout. That was a nice jumper, and this is back within 14 points. You're watching the 2021 Wall Girls A-Team Tournament on WLA-TV. So coming out of this timeout, the Knights are going to employ a press of their own. And we're back within 15, so Mount Calvary could do the same should they choose to. And they bounce it in here to Wolf. Wolf able to get around one. Now 2 Knights. Now on the right side of the floor, she's going to go all the way. That one's a little bit strong, and a nice rebound from Whitnable. Whitnable up ahead to Hodgson. Hodgson down the right side of the lane, and she scores. This is a nice run for the Knights. Hodgson has 4, and she's going to try to guard McCauley on the inbounds, and it's going to force a timeout from Mount Calvary. So a nice little run here from the Knights. And it's a 12-point lead for the Patriots. Back with more in about 20 seconds. So it'll be Krieger to inbound. And it's tipped by Hodgson. She steals it. I was going to say just turn and shoot. She hit the bottom of the backboard, though. And Wolf's got it. Wolf's up this right side of the floor. Justman with a nice defensive job. And now it's stolen by Hodgson. Stolen back by Wendt. And ends up with McCauley. C.O. McCauley drives. Tipped by Justman. And it's going to be out off the Patriots. So more good defense from the Knights. And 12-point lead for Mount Calvary, so they can put Heather Wendt and Haley Wolf into the backcourt once again for the press. Here's Slade. Far side, Whitnable. Whitnable's going to try to drive on Yankee, now kicks it out. Slade, top of the key, Heller. This is Justman. She's going to put up a 3. Banked it in! And another timeout as Justman gets herself to 7 points with that triple. And this is back within 9 points. 5:08 to go here in the second half. Back with more after this. Still plenty of time in this one. This looked like one that would have, sometimes you see teams give up. That's not the case with the Knights. They have played extremely well over these last couple of minutes, and they have cut what was at one point a 17, I believe, at its largest, a 17-point deficit back down to 9. So they've been great. Here's Wendt. Wendt lobs it into the front court. Here is Wolf. Wolf down the lane, and a nice rebound on the weak side. Whitnable has it poked away by Wolf. Wolf, Yankee. Yankee to Brooklyn Wolf. She bounces to McCauley. Shot fake down the lane. Can't get it to go. She came up short. Offensive rebound to Yankee. Misses that one. And good rebound on this far side from Sarah Hodgson. Justman into the front court. Finds Heller. Heller shot fake. Kicks it back out to Justman, who goes back top of the key. Slade, 3 on the way. Rattles around and out. Offensive rebound to Hodgson. And she's fouled. Hodgson will go to the free throw line. Man, I thought Slade's 3 was going to go in. Rattled around and just popped out, but into the waiting arms of Sarah Hodgson. First free throw is good. That's a good job. Hodgson just taking her time at the free throw line and hits the first one. Second one, tipped out by Whitnable and fouled again. Offensive rebound was tipped by Whitnable, secured by Callie Slade, and she was fouled. That rattles around and is no good for Slade. 7th team foul. And they're going to say Whitnable entered the paint just a little bit early there. So that would have been 1 extra point, but they're only down 8. May seem like a lot, but all things considered, this is pretty good for the Knights. Here's Wendt. Wendt up to Wolf. Wolf does a nice job to slow it down. Maybe take a little time off the clock here as McCauley's in the corner. She's guarded by Hodgson. Hodgson doing a nice job. Bounce pass. Well, that might have been a double dribble, but I think it might have gotten tipped out, I think was probably what the call was by Justman, who's been very good defensively. Here's Wentz. She's got McCauley on this near side. Nice defense from Hodgson to deny that opportunity, and it ends up with Wolf. Here is McCauley. Seal McCauley trying to drive on Justman. She turns. Bounces. Stolen by Hodgson. Sarah Hodgson has been very good defensively. Also on the offensive glass for the Knights. She goes down the lane and was fouled by Julia Yankee. So Hodgson backs to the free throw line. She's 1 for 2 there. First one banks home. Back to a 7-point game. And the second one does the same. 3 for 4 from the line for Hodgson. This St. Stephen's press has been very good, much in part to Hodgson pressuring the inbounder. Lobs it in here, does McCauley to Wendt. Wendt almost loses it, and she's fouled in the backcourt. But that's from Coach Hodgson and Coach Whitnable. They like that. You got to love the intensity that your team's playing with, even if you pick up a few fouls here in the backcourt. Here's McCauley. Bounces into Wolf. Justman almost gets her hand on it. Wolf doing a nice job to get it into the front court. Gets it to Wendt. Wentz looking for a teammate to help her out. Gets it back out to Wolf. Wolf to Brooklyn Wolf. Gets it back to Haley Wolf. And almost tied up. Now is tied up. It's going to stay with the Patriots. But the defensive intensity and hustle remains the same for the Horicon Knights. Lobbed in here. Almost stolen by Heller. Here's McCauley. And Wolf. Every time they've needed a big bucket, it's come from one of those three. Wolf, Wendt, or McCauley. McCauley misses that one. Offensive rebound. And fouled. I don't know. I think it's on the floor for Sarah Hodgson as she fouled Wendt. Yeah, on the floor. Wendt was 3 for 4, or is 3 for 4 from the free throw line. So if she ends up there, has been good so far today at least. Here is Wolf. Bounces to Yankee. Back out to Wolf. Inside to Wendt. Wendt one dribble. Straight up and down. Nice defense once again from the Knights. And just bobbles out of Whitnable's hands as she was trying to turn the corner and save it. Going to get a timeout here from St. Paul's Mount Calvary. We'll take it with them. This has turned into a 6-point game. Don't go anywhere. Got a great one on our hands on WLA TV. Well, I prefaced this game saying if we got games like we did last weekend in the B-team tournament today, we'd have a lot of fun. And so far, this first game has not disappointed as the St. Stephen's Horicon Knights have this back within 6 points. It's stolen by Hodgson. Hodgson up ahead to Heller. Heller misses. Offensive rebound. Offensive rebound again. Justman can't get it to go. Offensive rebound. Whitnable can't get it to go. Another offensive board. Heller is bumped. Couple of nice chances underneath for the Knights, and it's going to end up with a bonus free throw opportunity for Aslan Heller. She has 7, 1 for 2 from the line. And Dana Bry into the game for the Patriots. That free throw's a little bit off. Offensive rebound to Hodgson. She puts it back up, misses. Another offensive rebound. Whitnable banks it home. Cassidy Whitnable. She's got 7 points as well. Hodgson trying to get back for the press. Ends up with Wendt. Here's Bry. 2 minutes on the clock. They're going to try to, I thought they were going to try to maybe trap Bry instead. We're going to get a timeout and move the other way. It's a 4-point game, 36-32 with 2:06 to play. And this just shows you how things can turn on a dime. And part of the reason we love sports. 30-second timeout. 7 for Heller. 7 for Justman. 4 for Slade. Let's see here. 7 for Hodgson and 7 for Whitnable. Lucky number 7s. 4 different nights have scored 7 points. And the other 4 coming from Callie Slade. They trail 36-32. A lead that was once 17 points for the Patriots. Now it dwindles to 4. And a quick stoppage here. Just trying to figure out, I think it was a timeout question. And 1 timeout it looks like is left. Here's Wendt down the lane, big collision, and they're going to get Whitnable for the foul. As Wendt will go to the free throw line, and they'll say she was shooting. So a chance here to stop them, a little bit of the momentum here for the Knights. First free throw for Heather Wendt misses off to the left. She was 3 for 4 prior to that. Second free throw is short. Off of Hodgson. She saves it. Good hustle by Sarah Hodgson, and then Whitnable has it poked away. So it's going to stay with the Knights. Two minutes left in a 4-point contest. This looked like, for all intents and purposes, a couple of minutes ago, maybe it was 7 or 8 minutes left, that this was going to be a St. Paul's Patriots third place finish. Whitnable not able to get that one to go. Good rebound by Yankee. They're going to try to trap Seal McCauley in the backcourt. Here's Yankee. Yankee dribbles across half court. Stops. Gets it back to McCauley. McCauley's guarded by Slade. Gets it into Wendt. Underneath to Yankee. Yankee looks for Wolf. Has it poked away. Almost stolen by Heller. Here's Wolf. And they're going to get a foul. No. They're going to say travel first for Wolf. 4-point game. 1 minute, 26 seconds left. Slade looks, surveys, gets it in. Here's Hodgson. Hodgson back to Slade. Callie Slade into the front court. Gets it down to Heller. Back out Hodgson. Slade. Hodgson. 3. Rattles out. Offensive rebound. Whitnable can't get it to go. Yankee, nice defensive board that time. Gets it out here to Wolf. Wolf down the right side of the court across the WLA logo. Slade tries to steal it into Wendt. Wendt going against Whitnable, and that's a travel. She fell, lost her balance. St. Stephen's does have 6 fouls, so the next one will put Mount Calvary in the bonus should it come to a game extension question. Here is Slade. Got to get going if you're the Knights. Here is Heller. Heller down the lane, up with the right hand. Can't crawl over the top of the rim. Gets her own offensive rebound. Scores! Heller's got 9. Timeout. The final timeout of the game for the Knights. But they've cut this back to a 2-point game. Unbelievable A-team basketball that we're seeing here this afternoon. .7 seconds. And we have the all conference awards rolling in. Thanks to Mr. Coach John Supernand, Kiera Shea, and Riley Lair, both Mount Calvary, St. Paul's Mount Calvary players, honorable mention in the Flyway Conference. Very good. We'll give you all of those as we have time, but we're knotted up in a good one here. Went, able to get her hand on it. Now tries to get it to Yankee. She's trapped in the backcourt, and we're gonna get a timeout for Mount Calvary. 41.5 seconds left. And just trying to figure out what they got left. I think it's a full, is what I just saw. But anyways, let's finish this. So Shea and Lair, both Mount Calvary, so there's your tie to the current game. They're both honorable mention. 3 WLA Viking girls basketball players were first team. Grace Oshkosh gave WLA Geneva Hewitt, St. John Lomira Kaylee Fry, and Elena Supernand, who was the player of the year in the conference. Well deserved for Elena Supernand. And we will see a Supernand playing in 2 games for the championship of this girls bracket. But congratulations to all 5 of those starters for the Vikings who were at some point or another, at some level or another, named to a team of the year. Kiera Shea, Riley Lair, honorable mention, Geneva Hewitt, Kaylee Fry, and Elena Supernand, all first teamers. Supernand, the player of the year. Supernand went to Redeemer, but now at Faith. That rattles around and out. Rebound down to Whitnable. Chance to tie it. Stolen, but not able to keep it in was Wolf. So can Mount Calvary turn up the intensity defensively here? Here's Justman. 30 seconds and counting down. She gets it over here to Whitnable. Whitnable to Hodgson. Now you got to go quick, but not too quick. Take your time if you're the Knights. Gets it into Hodgson. Hodgson turns, spins, can't get it to go. Rebound, and fouled on the rebound was Went. Went's been close on 2 of the 3 free throws here in the second half. Hasn't gotten any of them to go yet. And she's at the free throw line for 1-and-1 bonus. Wentz is short. Here's Hodgson. Hodgson, she drug the pivot foot, and it'll go back to the Patriots. So it's been a case of just trying to hang on for dear life if you're the Patriots. So far, they're doing it. This is picked off, though. There goes Slade. Down the right side, up with the right hand, fouled, and goes to the free throw line. Does Callie Slade with a chance, if she hits both, to tie this game up. Slade 1 for 5 from the line so far, but good jump shooter for the Knights. Slade hits the first. Just heard Coach Hodgson, I think it was, from St. Stephen's say don't go over the line. They've gotten a couple of lane violations. Don't want to do that now. Second free throw misses. Rebound down to Wendt. It's tied up. It's a jump. Back to Horicon goes the basketball. They're going to have a chance to win it. Trailing by 1, 36-35, 4.6 seconds left. Underneath, Slade. Looking into Hodgson. Gets it into Hodgson. Goes up with it. Good defense. Up with it again. Good defense once again. And with 0.1 seconds left, the Mount Calvary Patriots are going to get the win. Just got to touch it on the inbounds pass. McCauley is going to heave it up. Tipped by Wolf. And that's going to do it. Congratulations. What a basketball game. Congratulations to both of these teams. Can we give them both third place trophies? Let's hand it over to Caleb Book.
right, what an awesome way to start the Sunday of trophy games. Great job to both teams. This year's third place trophy goes to the Patriots from St. Paul.
Well, if that didn't get your competitive juices flowing, oh, what a first game we could have had today. You couldn't ask for a better game between a couple of really nice teams. So let's give you some final numbers here as they start to clear the gym. And when they start the music, let's mute the music so that we don't anger the YouTube people. Aslan Heller had 9 points and a great defensive effort from her as well for St. Stephen Horicon. Madison Justman had 7. Callie Slade 1 for 2 from the line. She was so close on that second one. She had 5 points. 7 for Sarah Hodgson, and Cassidy Whitnable also had 7. 9 for Heller, 7 for Justman, 7 for Hodgson, 7 for Whitnable, 5 for Slade. For the Patriots, 10 points for Seal McCauley. Terrific game by the 5th grader for the Patriots. 16 was the high scorer for the entire game for Heather Wendt. 6 for Haley Wolf, 4 for Julia Yankee. And it was a case a little bit of just hanging on at the end, but they were able to do it, and the Patriots are your third place finisher here at this 2021 Wall A-Girls tournament. We have plenty more action to come yet today. Coming up right now, 1 p.m., so about 10 minutes or so, St. John's Lomira and Faith Fond du Lac will get after it on the boys' side for the 3rd and 4th place game. Again, St. Matthew's Iron Ridge was the 5th place finisher on the boys' side and on the girls' side. And then at 2:20 this afternoon, we will have a new feed for the championship games, starting with the Faith Fond du Lac Panthers and the St. John's Lomira Chargers on the girls' side. And then to close things out, we have a rematch between Mount Calvary and Oakfield. A game that back in November, Mount Calvary won by a point, and I think a lot of people are looking forward to both of those championship games. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. If our next third place game is as good as the one we just had, we're in for a lot of good basketball. So clear out your Sunday afternoon and keep it right here on WLA TV. We'll be back in about 10 minutes or so, starting lineups and this third place game between the Faith Lutheran Fond du Lac Panthers and the St. John's Lomira Chargers. Coming up next on WLA TV.
between the Panthers from Faith and the Chargers from St. John's Lomira. We're going to begin with player introductions. We'll start with the visiting team on the scoreboard, Panthers. We'll begin with the non-starters, a 5'6", 7th grader. Number 5, Caden Lidke. A 5'4", 7th grader. Number 10, Adrian Brenner. A 5'2", 7th grader. Number 11, Cole Eichenheim. A 5'5", 7th grader. Number 12, Kyle Huff. A 5'5", 7th grader. Number 25, John Gudex. A 5'1", 7th grader, number 27, Jackson Ryan. 5'5", 7th grader, number 34, Mason Faust. And the 6'1", 7th grader, number 40, Sam Ferguson. And the starters for the Panthers, a 5'7", 8th grader, number 0, Alex Lynch. A 5'8", 8th grader, number 1, Isaiah Finch. A 5'5", 7th grader, number 3, Gavin Barr. A 6', 8th grader, number 23, Mason Linkey. And a 5'7", 8th grader, number 14, Alex Eckert. And out for the home Chargers, a 5'5", 7th grader, number 10, Hudson Zedler. A 5'5", 6th grader, number 11, Frankie Wiedmeyer. Starter from St. John's, a 6'1", a 5'1", 6th grader, number 3, Alex Zahn. A 5'4", 7th grader, number 5, Gannon Schwartz. A 5'5", 7th grader, number 8, Sam Polish. A 5'8", 8th grader, number 25, Brayton Bublitz. And a 5'10", 7th grader, number 32, Jaden Minnow. The Chargers are coached by Mike and John Black, and the Panthers are coached by Carl Barr and Stan Rich.
Well, welcome back in here to the campus of Winnebago Lutheran Academy. Glad to have you along this afternoon. I'm Jordan King taking you through the action today, and this is our third and fourth place game. Second game of the day, we just saw an unbelievable game between Mount Calvary and St. Stephen Horicon on the girls' side. Mount Calvary won it 36-35. Horicon had a shot at the buzzer, chance to do it. Came up just a little bit short on the comeback. So that was an incredible game that, 17 points or so, 16 or 15 points on the comeback for Horicon and just a little bit short. So here we got the boys from Faith Lutheran, the Panthers, and the Chargers from St. John's Lomira. Last weekend on the B side for Lomira, they finished fourth, came up short against Oakfield, and Faith 6th graders lost to Mount Calvary in the championship. But a little bit of a different animal here, as down the lane, and they'll say Finn drug the pivot foot and traveled before he was able to finish that one off. Isaiah Finn, one of the 8th graders for the Panthers. And Faith's going to use the full court press. Here's Creighton Bublitz, finds Gannon Schwartz. Schwartz not able to get free as much yesterday, but still had a couple of unbelievable shots. Great ball handler and a terrific shooter for the Chargers. And a rebound on the Polish miss goes to Finn. Finn, baseball pass up ahead, collecting and not being able to get it up before traveling was Alex Eckert. 4 8th graders on this Faith team, and all 4 of them start, along with 7th grader Gavin Barr. So it's all 7th graders except for 4 8th graders. Creighton Bublitz has that batted away by Alex Lynch. Alex Lynch, Isaiah Finn, Mason Lidke, and Alex Eckert. Those are the 4 8th graders for Faith. And then, as I said, Barr, a 7th grader. Everyone else that will come into the game for Faith is a 7th grader. Here's Jaden Pino. Pino's pass picked off by Lynch, and Lynch heading the other way for the Panthers. Down the right side of the lane, up with the right hand and finishing. for the first 2 points of the game. Not as much experience on this St. John's Lomira team, as Gannon Schwartz not able to get it to Polish, but it's picked off by Barr this time. Barr's into the open court, and he finishes 4-0. Just one 8th grader that's playing today, and that's a kick by Eckert. Eckert trying the soccer move to try to keep it in play. That's not legal, but appreciate the effort, right? It's going to be a timeout for Coach Elak for the St. John's Lomira Chargers. Mike and Josh Elak, their coaches. Also Donovan Schwartz of WLA Lohr, one of the superstars to play for the Vikings over the last couple of years. Graduated last year and set some records, broke some records, all of that good stuff during his playing days. And little brother Gannon looks like he's cut from the same cloth. Might try to break some of older brother's records once he gets here. He's a 7th grader. Alex Zahn's a 6th grader. Sam Polish and Jaden Pino, both 7th graders as well. Creighton Bublet's the only 8th grader, as here's a long 3, hit it. That's what Gannon Schwartz can do. If you leave him open anywhere inside of about 30 feet, he is liable to punish you with a 3-pointer. Here's Lynch, kicks it out. Finn's going to try a 3 on the other end. This one comes up short. Rebound skied for by Schwartz. Gannon's couple of dribbles into Alex Zahn, back to Bublitz. Creighton bounces back to Alex Zahn. Zahn with the shot fake, floater down the lane. That's what he does so well. Had 20 points last weekend in the third and fourth place game on the B side in a loss to Oakfield. But Alex Zahn he's going to keep doing the shot fake until you stop falling for it, and then he'll shoot it. He's a good shooter as well. Here's a jump shot from Faith. Couldn't see who that was. That was Barr that missed it, but got his own offensive rebound. Here is Eckert. Bounces down to Lynch, who bounces into Lidke. Nice cut from Mason Lidke, and he's got his first 2 points of the game. Press still on. Schwartz going to try to dribble out of it himself, and he's able to. Crosses over into the paint, floats it up just a little bit short, gets his own rebound. Puts one dribble down, throws it up again, can't get that one to go, and it's tipped around by Eckert a few times before ending up with Lidke. Lidke to Barr. Barr into the front court, hands off to Finn. Finn to the far side. Eckert on the drive. Hands off to Lidke. And ends up with Barr top of the key. Could hear Coach Herkstroder say, move the ball, and since then they did not dribble. Passes all the way, but it's picked off by Gannon Schwartz. Schwartz down the right side of the lane. Scoops up with the right hand and finishes. Gannon Schwartz has 5 early on here, and it's a 6-5 St. John's lead. Here's Finn. Finn down to Lynch. Back out. Finn's going to try another 3. This one looks like it's off to the right. It is. Rebound batted around by Pino. Batted around by Lynch and recovered by Finn. Between the legs, dribble down the lane. He goes, floats it up, misses. Rebound down to Polish. And it gets popped around again. No one can hang on to it. Change that ball out and wipe the grease off of it. No one can hang on to it right now. Except for maybe Gavin Barr and Gannon Schwartz. They're a couple of players that have terrific handles. Here's Alex Zahn, the 6th grader, into the front court. Down the left side of the paint. Nice bounce pass down to Jaden Pino, and Pino finishes. That was really well done by Zahn. Had the composure to keep his head up in the front court and bounce it over to his 7th grade teammate Jaden Pino. Pino's first 2 points of the game. 34 into the game. That's Mason Faust for Faith. Also into the game, was it a 37? 27 maybe, Jackson Ryan. Yeah, Jackson Ryan on the 3. And a foul on the rebound. I think they're going to get Faust on the foul. First team foul. First foul of the game for either team. Zahn. No, not. They're going to go to Pino. Jaden Pino bounces to Polish. Polish down the lane. Finishes. That's a tough shot for Sam Polish, but he gets it to go. And the Chargers with a 5-point advantage. Down the lane goes Finn, a little bit out of control, but they'll bail him out, and he'll head to the free throw line. Chargers bumped him as he went up for the shot. Didn't need to. First one rattles off for Isaiah Finn. first step for Finn so far has just been so quick to the bucket. Hudson Zedler, into the game for the Chargers as well. Offensive rebound for Mason Lidke, has it poked away. And they're going to get another foul. I think they got maybe Zahn on that. Second foul on this possession. First free throw good for Mason Lidke. And the second one good as well. Mason Lidke. One thing I've noticed over the couple of regular season games that I was fortunate enough to see of the Faith Panthers, and then also so far in this tournament, Mason Lidke's 6-footer that can shoot it. Gannon Schwartz comes up short on this shot, and a nice rebound down to Ryan. Behind the back dribble for Finn. Finn crosses over, down the paint he goes. Throws it up off the right hand, can't get it to go. Jaden Pino, nice rebound. And here's Gannon Schwartz. Schwartz down the lane, floats it, and they'll say travel. Looked like Schwartz got into the lane clean there, but they said he dragged the pivot foot. I think he just moves so quick that sometimes it looks like he's maybe traveling. I didn't see it there, but here's the jump shot from Mason Lidke. And there's the curse of the commentator. Lidke steals it from Zedler. 3-ball on the way for Barr. This one rattles off to the left. And a good, strong rebound that time from Creighton Bublitz. 8.5 minutes or so to play here in the first half. And Gannon Schwartz crosses once again down the lane. Floats it up, short again. Gotten into the lane with those floaters a couple of times, and 2 times so far coming up just a touch short. On the far side, that's number 11, Cole Keifenheim, who's into the game. Hands it off to Faust. Kicks it out to Ryan. 3 on the way. Misses off to the right, and it's out of bounds. Back to the Chargers. Good pace to start this one off between these two teams. As Gannon Schwartz will try to slow it down just a little bit here and walk it across the timeline. He goes off of a screen. 3 on the way. Misses it. Rebound batted around by Bublitz. Ends up in the hands of Alex Lynch. Lynch on the right side. Bounce pass to the far side. Keifenheim blocked. Gannon Schwartz sent that one to go sit on a chair. That's where it ended up, on the bench of the Chargers. Good pass from Lynch. Keifenheim looked like he was going to score. Here's Faust. Bounces back to Keifenheim. And they swing it over to Lynch. Lynch back to Keifenheim. When Faith wants to move the basketball, they can do it well. They don't even bother putting those needless dribbles between them. That time, it's picked off by Bublitz, though. It's fun to watch a team that's got a commitment to pass the basketball and is good at it. Here's Schwartz. Schwartz has Lidke on him on the switch. Faith switching everything. Schwartz up with the shot. Offensive rebound to Bublitz. Back to Gannon Schwartz. He'll try another one a little bit closer this time. Hit it. That's going to take a timeout for Faith to stem a very good start by the St. John's Lomira Chargers. Schwartz has 8. Chargers lead by 6. Back with more on WLA TV right after this. So a good start for the St. John's Lomira Chargers. They lost this matchup in the regular season when these two teams got together, and it was at Lomira. But doing a nice job so far here. 14-8 is the score. As St. John's staying in this 1-2-2 zone, or 3-2, however you want to label it. As Keifenheim goes down the paint, ball gets batted out by Bublitz, and it'll stay with the Panthers. Good hustle there from Creighton Bublitz. Under 7 minutes to play here in the first half, so about halfway through. Bounce pass. Bounces out. Mason Lidke down the lane. Loses control of it, and Pino completes the steal. He hands off to Gannon Schwartz, who will initiate the offense for the Chargers. And he's top of the key, between the circles. Going to use a Bublitz screen. Going to fire up another three. He's hit a couple of them. Hit his third one. Gannon Schwartz has 11. I believe 3 for 4 or 3 for 5 from 3 so far for Gannon Schwartz. Either way, wildly efficient as they get it down to Faust. Does the Panthers. Kicks it back out. Mason Lidke, best three-point shooter that I've seen from Faith so far. Missed that one short. Nice rebound from Jaden Pino. He bounces to Schwartz. And the Chargers going to try to extend their lead back into double digits for the first time today, as Schwartz will go off the dribble. Crosses over. Step back. That's a heat check. Misses it short. Bublitz almost gets the rebound. Rebound down to Lynch. Alex Lynch into the front court. Bumped by Bublitz. Down the lane he finishes. Alex Lynch has 4 for the Panthers. And Schwartz into the front court. Finds Jaden Pino. Pino looks for Frankie Wiedmeyer, who's into the game for the first time, who lobs it over to Gannon Schwartz, who finds Pino again. Nice box on the far side there from Mason Lidke. He hands off to Gavin Barr, who's into the front court very quickly. Down the lane goes Lynch, and he finishes. 2 straight buckets for Alex Lynch. And it's a 4-0 run for the Panthers, who get this back to a 5-point deficit. Gannon Schwartz into the front court. Head shimmy, shoulder fake, down the lane, comes up short once again on that floater, and Pino will be tied up underneath. Nice hustle there underneath from Frankie Wiedmeyer. And I don't think any of the Faith players expected him to be able to get to that. He did, and kept it in play. St. John's going to use the line inbounds play, get Gannon Schwartz free. He's got 11 of the 17 so far. And I'm not sure what the call was there. If that was a 5-second call, I don't think that was long enough, but I couldn't even see what they called. But it's Faith ball, nonetheless. I'm just the announcer guy. Not important for me to know, as long as they know what's going on. Here's Lynch, kicks it out. Barr, wing 3, hit it. Gavin Barr's got 5 points, and he hits the right wing triple. Nice jump shot. Here's Creighton Bublitz. Crosses over Faust. Now he's in trouble a little bit. Finds Wiedmeyer. Wiedmeyer bobbles it, but gets it to Schwartz. Here's Gannon Schwartz down the lane. He's fouled on the bump. That's the second team foul on Faith, and it'll be an underneath inbounds for the Chargers, who will reintroduce Sam Polish in place of Hudson Zedler. So here is Polish as he'll try to inbound it, and it's tipped out by Finn. Polish will try it again. Getting it into Schwartz is Polish. Gannon has Faust on him now. He'll try to lob it into Bublitz. Creighton fights for it and can't quite finish it. Nice rebound this time from Alex Lynch. He's into the front court. Going down the lane once again. Bounces. Stolen. Good hands by Schwartz. Gannon Schwartz into the front court. Has Polish up ahead of him. Now he's going to give it to Polish. 3 on the way. This looks good. He hit it. Sam Polish has 5 points and leads back to 5. Barr into the front court. Bounces over to Finn, who gets it down to Lynch. Lynch is having a nice game so far. Here's a jump shot from Finn, not able to get it to go. Offensive rebound, and Faust a little bit strong on the putback opportunity. Good rebound then by Creighton Bublitz, who got it to Gannon Schwartz. Schwartz into the front court. Dumps it down to Pino. Pino rushed the shot. I think he thought he had a little less time than maybe he originally did. And a nice hustle play from Creighton Bublitz to knock it out of the hands of Gavin Barr. Really fun game so far between these two teams. A lot of talent out there on the floor, that's for sure. See a ton of talent this afternoon between Mount Calvary and Oakfield for the boys' championship. Here's Gavin Barr. Finn has Lidke at the high post, goes back out, top of the key three on the way, and Eckert couldn't quite get that one to go. Looked like it was about a quarter of the way down and it popped back out. Here's Schwartz. Pino. Zahn. Frankie Wiedmeyer. Wiedmeyer trying to look for a back cut that time, instead gives it to Schwartz. Free throw line jumper, he made it. It's tough to defend. 22-15, Schwartz has 13. Finn, top of the key, Eckert. Bounce pass into Lidke, tipped away, and finished the steal was Alex Zahn. Schwartz into the front court, gonna stop, transition three on the way, he hit it! And Coach Herkstroder is gonna take a timeout, 25-15. And just like that, the Chargers re-extend their lead, which had been cut down to 2 points, back up to 10. It's an 8-0 run that the Chargers are on. 30-second timeouts will keep it right here. It was a Sam Polish three, a Gannon Schwartz free throw line jumper, and then another Gannon Schwartz triple. He's hit 4 threes so far in this game. He's got 16 points. Sam Polish has 5, 2 for Alex Zahn and 2 for Jaden Pino so far for the Chargers, who have a 10-point lead and are currently on an 8-0 run. We shall see. This will be interesting. They're shooting the ball extremely well, extremely high percentage. Faith's shots maybe a little bit more high percentage traditionally. Shots in the lane and things of that nature. But as long as the three ball is falling for the Chargers, they have 15 points off of threes today. Polish into the passing lane, almost stole it. Gavin Barr is going to fire up a three. This one comes up just short. Saving it is Alex Zahn. Zahn up ahead to Frankie Wiedmeyer. Wiedmeyer into the front court. Cross-court pass, and he drug the pivot foot. Thought he saw an open Sam Polish, so was trying to get it across the court to him. And then a nice job by Faith in transition to step into the passing lane and force the error. Underneath, nice pass from Lidke, and fouled was Alex Lynch. Got Jaden Pino with the foul. Lynch will head to the free throw line. He's got 6. First one rattles home for Lynch. Second one banks home. Alex Lynch has 8, and that ends a 8-0 Charger run. Schwartz crosses into the paint, looks underneath, has it batted away. Now he's going to fire up the shot after he got it back, and he made it. He was looking underneath to Jaden Pino, had it batted into the air, recollected, and then shot it, and made it. Here's Keifenheim, top of the key. Finn. Finn to Barr. Barr back top of the key to Keifenheim. Good ball movement. It gets Finn free. He hit the three. First points of the game for Isaiah Finn. He's got a triple. Back and forth these teams go. If you let them play an NBA game, they might hit 100 tonight. Gannon Schwartz down the lane, tipped out by Lynch, so it'll stay with the Chargers. Good hustle by Alex Lynch to take it away from Alex Zahn. The Chargers will run their inbounds play, get it in to Pino. Pino Offensive rebound, Zahn can't get it to go. Tipped out by Jaden Pino. No, they'll say it last hit off of Faith. So stays with the Chargers. Zahn gonna look for an open teammate. Lobs it in to Gannon Schwartz. Under a minute to go. Schwartz gonna knife through the lane. Blocked by Mason Lidke. Poked away by Schwartz. Ends up in the hands of Finn. Finn down the lane. And they'll say it was on the floor. We'll see who they get here. I think it was probably Frankie Wiedmeyer. Let's see. 3. Alex Zahn. Mason Lidke underneath. Spins. Can't get it to go. Sam Polish with the rebound. Gives it to Gannon Schwartz. Back to Alex Zahn. Alex Zahn will initiate the offense this time. Zahn down the lane. Floater. And he's fouled. Goes to the free throw line. The 6th grader. Just under a half minute to play and a couple of big free throws for Alex Zahn. Zahn's first is good. And the second one rattles home. You know, it's a unique thing, unlike any other, is the shift from B team basketball to A team basketball. You're playing with 2 different sized basketballs. You know, you're playing with the 28.5s in the B team. You never know how that might impact someone's ability to shoot. Alex Zahn's having no issue with it. He scored again. Nice find from Gannon Schwartz. And it's the largest lead of the afternoon for the Chargers, and Finn traveled before he was able to get the shot off. 0.1 seconds left, so it shouldn't make a difference. 0.1 seconds, I think you got to like tip it here. So I think Gannon Schwartz will just catch it in the backcourt, hand it to the official, and the Chargers somewhat surprisingly taking an 11-point lead to the halftime intermission. They lead at 31-20 and have played extremely well in that first half. Well, Alex Zahn finished on a 4-0 run of his own to extend a 7-point lead back out over the 10-point mark to 11 points, 31-20. Let's see here. 6 for Alex Zahn, 5 for Sam Polish, 2 for Jaden Pino. That leaves 18 points available for Gannon Schwartz, and he does have 18. He's hit 4 threes and a couple of 2s. 3 2s to be exact. And that'll give him his 18 points. For the Panthers, 8 for Alex Lynch, 3 for Isaiah Finn, 5 for Gavin Barr, and 4 for Mason Lidke. That's the scoring for the Panthers in the first half. So, interesting here. Can the Panthers do what Horicon did in the girls' 3rd and 4th place game, and that's turn a double-digit lead back into a couple of point ball game, and can they do it one better and even get the win from it? That'll be an interesting point here in the second half. The Chargers shot extremely well, and that's helped them build an 11-point lead. You're watching the 2021 Wall Boys A-Team Tournament 3rd and 4th place game, and you're watching it on WLA TV. We'll be back in about 4.5 minutes, second half action on the way. Stay with us. Well, we're ready for second half action here in the third and fourth place game of the Wall A-Team tournament here in 2021. And a little bit of a change. Jackson Ryan starting this second half along with Faust and several others. In fact, an entire new starting five. Number 10, Adrian Brenner. Let's see, number 5, Caden Lidke. Faust, Ryan, and 12 is Kyle Puck. Those the 5 starters for Coach Rick Stroder's Faith Panthers. And into the passing lane was Sam Polish, who got a deflection. Not able to complete the steal, but sometimes it's nice to just get the confidence of getting your hand on the ball defensively and try to build it into something more. They'll say puck traveled. So it'll go back to the Chargers and Gannon Schwartz, who had 18 points in that first half. And he'll be guarded by Adrian Brenner. Double screen. Brenner does a nice job to fight through both of them. And Schwartz, doesn't really matter. Schwartz got around the corner, and he's over the 20-point mark with that floater. Here's Ryan. Near side, jump shot on the way. Looks good. It's a little bit short. And a nice rebound skied for there from Sam Polish. That was Brenner who came up close on that shot. Schwartz into the front court. Finds Polish. He's hit one of these. That one rattles around and out. Offensive board from Creighton Bublitz. And Bublitz with his first points of the game coming here in the second half. And the lead up to 15 for the Chargers. Ryan between the circles. Crosses over. Bounce pass. Puck with the shot. That one's short as well. Rebound fought for and collected by Schwartz. Gannon down the right side of the floor. Fouled. And not able to get it over that front edge of the rim, but he'll go to the free throw line. First free throw for Gannon Schwartz is good. As is the second. What a shooting display put on by Gannon Schwartz this afternoon. Here's Ryan. It's tapped out once again. Deflection coming from Polish. Back into Jackson Ryan. Thought about a three, going to take the three. Banks, just rattles out. And that one hits the side of the backboard on the next opportunity. Fought for offensive rebound collected by Lidke. And trying to drive and getting tied up was number 10, Adrian Brenner. And that should be white ball. Yep. Had the arrow pointing in the wrong direction, but they got it right. Good memory from these officials, who've done a nice job in both of these games. Here's Gannon Schwartz. Schwartz with the behind-the-back dribble. Shoulder shimmy, goes up with it, and he was fouled. Back to the free throw line he goes, working on a 22-point ball game right now. We're going to see the first half starters enter for Faith between the free throws. So the hockey line shift as the original starters come in for the Panthers. So they're 4 8th graders and 7th grader Gavin Barr. And they're greeted with a 19-point deficit after Schwartz hits both of those free throws. He's 4 for 4 from the line, and it's a 19-point lead for the Chargers, 39-20. Straight down underneath to Lynch. Lynch fakes it back out to Finn. Finn drives the paint. Kicks it back out to Lynch. Schwartz gets his hand on it. Down the lane goes Gavin Schwartz on the right side, and he finishes. He's got 8 quick points here in the second half. And Finn has it. 21-point lead for the Chargers. Eckert has that one poked away once again. It's Polish who gets his hand on the pass. Down to Barr. Long two on the way. And an offensive rebound down to Mason Lidke. Kicks it back out. Here's Finn. Top of the key, this is Eckert. Back to Finn. If they can get it into Lidke, he's been able to be effective at that high post, but they haven't been able to get it in here in the second half. And once again, Polish almost with the steal. This is Lynch. Top of the key, 3 on the way for Finn. Comes up a little bit short, tapped out into the backcourt. And that was not over and back. It was tipped out by a Charger. I was wondering if that was the case. It was. Schwartz ends up with it. Down the lane, he misses it. Offensive rebound to Pino, and then back to Schwartz. Schwartz has 10 second half points. He's up to 28 points. 43-20. Here's a jump shot from Eckert that's strong. Rebound on the far side. That's Sam Polish. And Gavin Schwartz will trot across the WLA logo. Get a couple of screens. 3 ball on the way. This one misses off to the left. Mason Lidke with a nice rebound. Gives it to Gavin Barr. Barr with his head up as he crosses the timeline. Gives it back to Lidke. Shot fake from Eckert. Top of the key to Isaiah Finn. Yep. And underneath to Mason Lidke. Kicks it out. Finn hits the 3. (43-23). The Chargers still with the lead. Zahn will screen once again for Schwartz. Near side with Bublitz. Bounce pass to Zahn. Alex Zahn drives the lane up with the floater. Hits it. Alex Zahn's got that floater in the lane down to a science. Gets it on the wing. Shot fake. And if you're playing against Alex Zahn, you can't fall for that shot fake until he makes you fall for it by hitting a couple of shots. Not that he can't hit them. We've all seen him do it. There's Gavin Barr with another 3. He's got 8 points on the afternoon, and it's back within 20 points. A 19-point lead for the Chargers. And we got a timeout here for Faith. We'll take the timeout with them, come back with the final 9 minutes or so on WLA TV. So the Chargers going to try to finish out a 19-point advantage. Going to see these two schools play again for the A-team championship for the girls. Here's Schwartz, gets past Keifenheim. Starting to see both of the girls teams show up and try to get ready for their game coming up here in just a little bit. Nice rebound from Lidke. And it ends up with Finn. Finn down the lane, finishes. Isaiah Finn has 5 second half points. And here comes the full court press. Frankie Wiedmeyer is fouled in the backcourt by Gavin Barr. That's the 3rd team foul for the Faith Panthers in the second half. And Bublitz going to find Pino right up the court. Pino up the right side. Looks back. Bounces down to Bublitz. Goes off of his knee. Kicks it back out to Gannon Schwartz. And Gannon's dribbling between the circles. 17-point lead. Gannon had Zedler for a moment. Then he was looking at Bublitz. Now throws up a floater, and Bublitz going to be whistled for a foul on the rebound. Good effort by Creighton Bublitz, but just didn't have the position to try to go for that board. And was appropriately whistled. 8.5 minutes or so. And it's Finn again in the corner. He'll spin on Zedler. Down to Mason Lidke. Nice block from Creighton Bublitz. He got a hand on it. And Lidke came up short on the shot then. Here's Schwartz. Nice rebound, by the way, from Frankie Wiedmeyer as well. Schwartz has Mason Lidke on him now. He goes around him, finds Creighton Bublitz. He likes that baseline jumper. Missed that one. And a nice rebound after boxing out Pino was Keifenheim. Here's Gavin Barr. See if the Panthers can get a little momentum. This is the type of deficit that we saw Horicon come back from in the last 3rd place game. And here's an offensive rebound to Barr. Down to the corner. Lidke underneath. Kicks it back out. Alex Lynch 3 on the way. Hasn't hit one of those yet, but he's getting closer. Nice rebound from Pino. Pino rips through, and it goes off of Mason Lidke. So it'll head back over to the Chargers. 7.5 minutes now. And Bublitz looking for something. He lobs it into Schwartz. Schwartz gets around Lidke. Now he's faced with Keifenheim. Tries the cross-the-court pass. It's stolen by Lynch. Good hustle by Jaden Pino, who poked it out, but he also got a little bit of the arm of Alex Lynch. But good hustle by the Chargers. Could see what Schwartz was trying to do. He had Hudson Zedler on the far side and just got that pass tipped and stolen. Here is Barr, who crosses over, working on Hudson Zedler. Now kicks it into the backcourt, and that's going to be an over-the-back that time. And good defense once again from the Chargers. So Bublitz will try to lob it into Gannon Schwartz. He's able to do so, who still has Cole Keifenheim guarding him. Gannon on that right side. That goes through Bublitz's hands. Picked up by Finno, and it's tipped off of Finn's foot last. That's nice hustle by Bublitz to make good a brief mistake, but earning the ball back for his team with a 17-point lead. Alex Zahn's going to lob it in here to Schwartz, who goes off a Pino screen. Gannon Schwartz is free on this right side. Now, nice job from Keifenheim to get back. Schwartz down the lane, up with the right hand, and finishes underneath. 47 to 28, pardon me, underneath to Mason Lidke. Lidke spins through. Couldn't quite get that one to finish. Nice rebound from Alex Zahn, and he'll slow it up by handing it off to Schwartz. Jaden Pino will screen once again, and Faith's going to switch it. So Mason Lidke now guarding Gannon Schwartz. Schwartz goes around him. Free throw line jumper. Hit it. It is so difficult to hit those floaters from as far out as Schwartz shoots them, but he's getting them to go today. And Keifenheim, they'll say he drug the pivot foot before he put the basketball on the floor. Leads back down to 21 points, or back out to 21 points for the Chargers, which ties their largest lead of the ball game. I have Schwartz with 32, and he's earned every minute of the rest that he gets as he's subbed out of the game. Here's Zedler. Zedler looks for Polish. Now going to bounce down to Alex Zahn. Zahn's in trouble and kicks it out to Zedler. And Coach Elak's going to take a timeout. It's been a great second half so far for the Chargers as they've continued to build up this lead. And now, as I said just a few minutes ago, tied for the largest lead they've had so far today at 21. I think it's just the third. Yeah, there's the horn. So we'll keep it here. Tough place to inbound from. Coach Elak had to take the timeout because Zahn was in trouble in the corner, but this will be an interesting inbounds set, to say the least. The Chargers playing without Schwartz and Bublitz right now. They'll get it into Jaden Pino. Pino will put it on the floor, and they'll say travel. Nice defense there from Mason Lidke to force Pino into one of the few mistakes that the Chargers have made here in this second half. Here is Ryan, kicks it back out to Barr. Back to Lynch. Lynch finds a cutting Gudex. Barr, top of the key three on the way. This one misses strong. Offensive rebound fought for Mason Lidke, pardon me. And he'll head to the free throw line after Pino fouled him. First one is good for Lidke. He's 3 for 3 from the line. And Pino's going to knock that one out on the miss, so it'll stay with the Panthers. Not a ton of size out there right now. In fact, this is almost as small as Lomira can get. I suppose if you put Schwartz back out there in place of Pino, you could get a little bit shorter. But this is about as small as you can get if you're the Chargers. Lidke inside, sorry. Can't get that one to go, but fights for his own offensive board. Here's Lynch. This 3 misses. Pino, nice job. And he's fouled by Lidke on the rebound. Nice job to fight for that rebound from Pino. Here's Zedler. Zedler's got to be careful a little bit, and yeah, just drug the pivot foot going a little too fast. Was Hudson Zedler. Broke that press masterfully. Got between a couple of Panthers, and then Brain was moving at 1,000 miles an hour. Another rebound here from Pino. And gets it into the front court with Polish. Polish down to Zedler, crosses, back to Polish. Sam Polish with the shot fake, now drives. Ends up with Zedler. Zedler one dribble. Thought about the shot, now kicks it to Polish, who shoots it a little bit off balance, and it rattled around and out. Here's Alex Lynch. Down to Ryan. Jackson Ryan crosses a couple of times. Top of the key, Gavin Barr, not Aiden Barr, that's the WLA player. Who had a nice season for the Vikings this year, junior. Top of the key, this is Alex Lynch. Down the lane he goes, misses that one. Nice defense once again by Pino, and Pino collects the rebound. Bounces to Zedler, who gets it to Alex Zahn. Zahn into the front court. Ticking down to 4 minutes to play here. And Lidke almost got that, and instead going to be whistled for a foul. As he got a little bit of the arm of Jaden Pino. Terrific hustle, though, from the Panthers' 8th grader. Zahn's looking into Gannon Schwartz, who just checked back in and gave a break to Sam Polish. And he's working on Lynch now. Frankie Wiedmeyer, top of the key, Zahn. Zahn hands off, and it ends up in the hands of Zedler, who looks for Gannon Schwartz. Schwartz has it, puts it on the deck, left-handed dribble drive. Has it knocked out of his hands, finds Zahn. Zahn misses that one. Tipped around, offensive board though, as Zedler has it. Zedler trying to find a teammate. Turns, spins, gives it to Gannon Schwartz, who dribbled it out of bounds. Zedler will take a seat. He earned a break as well. Played really well there. The Chargers lost 1 point of ground on the Panthers there. They were up 21 when Schwartz left the game, and still up 20, I should say, as he re-enters. Here is Barr. 3, hit it! Third 3 of the day for Gavin Barr. He's got 11 points. Good shooter. Seen a lot of 3s rained in today. Faith has 5 by my count. I think the Chargers have 5 as well. Nice cut, Alex Zahn. And found well as well. Zahn's the second Charger into double figures. He's got 10. And they're going to say that one of the Panthers stepped over the line before throwing it in, so back to the Chargers goes the basketball. Zahn will try to key it in here, and he finds Creighton Bublitz. Nice defense. Well, I say nice defense, and then they call a foul on Mason Faust. Looked like good defense. Oop. Switching the inbounder. There's Creighton. Bublitz looking into Zahn. Zahn down the paint, kicks it over to Wiedmeyer. Back out to Bublitz, down to Pino. Pino's going to try to drive here. Stopped and stripped by Mason Lidke, but right there was Alex Zahn. He kind of faked like he was going to run down the court and got thrown the ball right to him. Here's a 3 from Lynch. This one is strong. Rebound from Ryan. Barr, back to Jackson Ryan. 3 on the way. Missed a little bit. Rebound from Lidke. Lidke goes up, can't finish, and it's tipped out by Pino. The lead is back to 21 for the Chargers. Next game scheduled for 2:20 p.m., so we'll have a little break between. Lidke gets the offensive rebound and can't get it to go. Another offensive board, and he's fouled. And they'll get Bublitz, who thought he was up, straight up and down. That was one of those as Lidke misses the first where you start straight up and down, then you bring your arms down a little bit, and then the shot takes your arms straight back up. And Lidke makes the second. He's 4 for 6 from the line, and it's back to a 20-point game. Here's Schwartz with 2 minutes to go here in this third place game, and it looks like the Chargers are going to be the third place finishers this season. Would have loved to have seen Mayville here as well. You know, very good season, regular season for Mayville as Schwartz goes down the lane, count the basket and the foul. Gannon Schwartz having himself a whale of a game. But that Mayville team played tough with both of our championship teams. In fact, I believe they beat Mount Calvary. And then played, I got Oakfield's schedule here, let's find it. 48-42, 6 points. Would have loved to have seen them here, but can only play the teams that are here, and the Chargers look like out of the teams that were here, they were the third best, at least today they were. Here's Lidke, offensive rebound, kicks it out. 3-ball on the way for Lynch. This one misses. Pinballs around off a couple of heads, I think. And Lynch, they'll say he was fouled on the floor, and he'll inbound underneath there. .35 so far for Gannon Schwartz. Lidke's fouled on the shot. They'll whistle Zedler for the foul. First one good for Lidke. And Gannon Schwartz getting a nice round of applause. Left his brother hanging, though. Can't leave Big Bro hanging on the bench. Trying to give you a high five. And I suppose when you score 35 points, you can do whatever you want. Saved there. And a nice steal from the Panthers. Here is Isaiah Finn into the front court. Nice bounce pass. Oh, good defense from Zedler, who stepped in. That would have been a certain bucket for Alex Lynch, but Zedler stepped in the way. Here is Alex Zahn. 2-3 on the way from Sam Polish, missed it. Rebound down to Barr. Barr up ahead, and a little strong offensive board to Barr. Eckert just a little bit strong off the glass there, and we're under a minute left to play. Zedler crosses over, top of the key. No need to rush for the Chargers. And probably no need to foul for the Panthers either. Zedler gets into the middle of the paint. Can't quite get it to go. Nice rebound there from Lynch. Lynch finds Lidke. He's going to cue up a three. A little bit short. And nice finish underneath from Alex Eckert. Zahn in the backcourt. And it's the nature of the wall tournament when it has this few teams this year. They only had 8 this year on the boys' side. You know, a 4th place finish maybe puts a little bit of a bad taste in your mouth because you win 1 and lose 2, but Faith, nothing to be disappointed with. They've played a couple of great teams here in this half of the bracket. And congratulations to the St. John's Lomira Chargers, to both of these teams, for a fantastic season this year. Let's hand it over to Caleb Boot.
Congrats to both teams on a great tournament. This year's third place trophy goes to the Chargers from St. John's Lomira.
So St. John's is the third place finisher on the boys' side. Faith finished 4th, as I said earlier, St. Matthews Iron Ridge, the second place team in the championship game coming up to be played at 3:40 this afternoon between Mount Calvary and Oakfield. Up next, about 20 minutes from now, we will have Faith against Lomira round 2. This time the girls will be going at it for a championship trophy. And tell you a little bit more about that as we move into that stream. We're going to end this stream in just a minute or two and then restart a new one with that. Let's very quickly give you some updated numbers. Alex Lynch finished with 4. Isaiah Finn with 8. Alex Lynch with 8, sorry. Isaiah Finn with 8. Gavin Barr with 11. Mason Lidke with 8 for the Faith Lutheran Fond du Lac Panthers. And for the Chargers, 12 for Alex Zahn. 5 for Sam Polish. 2 for Creighton Bublitz, 2 for Jaden Pino, and 35 points for Gannon Schwartz. Terrific job by him. Congratulations to both of these teams on fantastic season, and especially to the St. John's Lomira Chargers for finishing in 3rd place. So that's going to do it for this 3rd place stream. The Mount Calvary Patriots and the Lomira Chargers on the girls and boys side respectively are your 3rd place finishers, and 4th place for the girls was Horicon, 4th place for the boys, the Faith Panthers. Thanks for joining us on this stream. I'm Jordan King saying so long. Hope you'll join us in just a couple of minutes. We'll get this 2nd stream rolling, and we'll have the championship games starting up in about 18 minutes according to the scoreboard. So hope you'll join us for that as well. We got a couple of phenomenal matchups between Faith and Lomira on the girls' side and Mount Calvary and Oakfield on the boys' side. So whatever you got going this afternoon, if it's not mandatory, don't do it. Switch your plans, and let's watch some awesome 2021 Wall 8-team tournament action right here on WLA TV.